Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this video. We have the 10 by 10 foot patio umbrella. This is by Garvee. This has really cool features to it. This is in the tan color. It's a beautiful umbrella, but of course we're going to set it up and take it through the test runs. So let's go ahead and jump on in. Number one, it's very well packaged. We have plenty of styrofoam, plastic packaging, all that good stuff. So let's get this out, start putting it together so we can enjoy beautiful mornings, evenings. Okay, so first thing is the cross base, and then we put our 360 swivel on top of that. All your nuts and bolts, handle, everything is here, so we're looking absolutely fantastic. We do have directions, and they do also provide you with a pair of gloves for where you do mount this, but just for right now, I've just placed the umbrella over here on the table in the plastic. Alrighty folks, it is a little bit breezy today, but great testing purposes for the Garvee 10 by 10 umbrella. Now, with that said, you definitely want to mount it to your patio, you definitely want to mount it to a cement foundation, or if you don't feel like drilling and mounting into a cement foundation, and you want it portable, then go with a system like this. This is by a different company. I have this for a different umbrella, but if Garvee sells a base like this, I will also link it below. The umbrella link, right below that will be the base. So this is filled with sand. They are super heavy. We are definitely getting like 15 plus mile an hour winds right now, and you're getting some swing, but it's holding beautifully, not even teeter-tottering. And in the closed position, I have another umbrella like this, and in the closed position, the other umbrella has hit 40 plus mile an hour winds in the closed position, all the way down strapped in, and the base does absolutely fantastic. So again, pick yourself up a base or mount that into your deck very well. So it's in the flat position right now. I will show you some different positions, but when it is windy, you do need to be careful in the vertical positions. I'm glad these umbrellas do have that, but if it does get windy, it will pick up like a sail. It's a lot better when it's like this here. Now, if winds reach upwards of 20-25 miles an hour, you probably want to secure your umbrella and not use it in those high winds, just to protect your investment. So again, this is in the tan color, and it matches my stools just beautifully right here. Now we are in front of my shop right here, and I like to go ahead and work outside. I love being outside, especially where I am in the country in Colorado. I don't like to be cooped up inside, especially when it's beautiful, even if it is a little bit breezy. So I got my laptop out here. The umbrella is looking absolutely fantastic. Now, there is ambient light that does come through, if you are wondering. Now, the thickness of it, I would say, is a good medium thickness. It's not thin, and it's not too thick either. So you're going to get a little bit of ambient light that goes through it, but it will protect you, especially where we are here. Again, like I said, in the country, it does get pretty spicy with that wind. So let's set up the other camera. Let's show you the wind has died down just a little bit, and let's go ahead and show you how it works here. And then again, this base stand literally just goes over your T-bar setting. This is a two-piece set filled with sand. Alrighty, so again, with this, you are more portable. So if you want to move it around to your different locations, that's what I do like about the sand-based stand right here. All right, let's go ahead and show you the different positions here. Now, I think we're in the most vertical. Nope, we're not in the most vertical. That is the most, not vertical, that is the most horizontal right here. That's the most flattest. If it is going to be windy, you want to use it in this position. Now, for the morning sun, it depends what angle it is coming at. That is what nice about sunset and sunrise sun is the tilting function. Now, you can lock it into place any of these different categories. What is nice about this umbrella, this is different than my other umbrella where sometimes there's only a certain amount of lock points. This arm is giving you lock points that are like all the way up. You can do like micro tilts, right? But I'm just gonna go ahead and show you the different, not show you all the micro tilts, but where you can stop it right here. So let's say the morning sun is coming in, then you can tilt it, or afternoon sun, I should say, and then as the sun goes up and over, then you're tilting it. Or if the morning sun, then you can go from vertical to more flat. Is really cool feature. So now you do again have to be a little careful with the sail. So this is, I believe, almost, or should be, yeah, that is the most vertical point you're gonna do right there. But you do need to be careful with this because again, that is gonna literally turn into a sail if you are not careful if the wind comes this direction here. So do be careful in that setting. You want to use that setting in very still environments. So we're going to go ahead and click it up. And then again, all these spots from there to there, you can stop it in micro stops. And this is what is really nice. Now, obviously I'm wearing a hat because again, the sun gets very spicy. It's a little overcast right now, but the UV light here at 7150 elevation, I think, ballpark somewhere around there, is very strong. So you need to be careful with the sun here in Colorado. So again, the most flat setting here, absolutely beautiful. Again, the tan color to match my stools, I really like that. See, now the wind's picking back up. So as you can see, probably the camera you're viewing on right now is shaking a little bit on the tripod. And so it is nice having that flat right there, being able to enjoy that. Again, the base stand is not wibble wobbling or anything like that. And then you have your handle right here. So let me go ahead and show you the takedown. So what I like to do is, especially if it is windy, I like to kind of bring it down a little bit, then all the way, and then twirl it in like that, grabbing your Velcro strap, wrapping it around, and bada bing, bada boom. That's not going anywhere on you, especially with that base stand or mounted with proper bolts and screws and nuts into a deck like that there. And that is how it sits when you are not using it. Now, using it, same thing. I like to come up a little bit and I like to twirl it and bring it all the way up. And what? 9-10 seconds, bada bing, bada boom, you are good to go. But I got something even better for you here. Are you ready for this? There is the 360 step little pivot button right down below here. I'll get a shot of that in just a second. I step on that, and let's say the sun's moved. Now you do have to be careful with the side, okay? So I do need to move back the umbrella, but you guys will get the idea. You can turn the umbrella to pivot points if the sun moves on you and you have furniture all the way underneath here. Now, let me tilt it up a little bit so I can kind of show you so I can swing it wide. Remember, this is a 10 by 10 umbrella. So let's go ahead and put this down a little bit so I can pivot it. And then once again, it's a 360 pivot, making sure I'm not going to hit the edge of my shop. Yep, there we go. Now we can get all the way over as we bring it all the way around, and again, comes all the way around. Now the wind is coming that way, so we'll pivot it all the way over here. So again, let's say you have big furniture setup. You got your furniture here, you got your furniture there. Sun is doing all sorts of wacky things. You're pivoting it even in the upright or flat position, whatever you want to do. Again, pushing down right here. And then let's go ahead and lower it once again. So I can swing it back around, watching the edge of my shop and locking it back into place with the pivot 360 swivel. That is an absolutely incredible feature to this umbrella. Here is the button you push down with your foot, and then what I would do is I would just grab it like up here with two hands and swivel it around. And that is your position right there. Now here are the locking functions right here. Again, it locks into these little channels, as we can see right here, and it's just a little push button in here like this. And it comes down and up into the flat position. That is your top of your umbrella right there. Has a little like two-piece ventilation to it, as you can see on the top. And then again, a 10 by 10 in the tan color, looking absolutely fantastic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I can ditch the hat here, but I am gonna be going back over towards the house, so I might as well leave it on for right now. The umbrella definitely does an absolutely fantastic job. Big thumbs up in my book. Love the 360 swivel. So you can capture that morning and afternoon sun just by swiveling it around. Tilting function, absolutely incredible. Definitely get yourself a good base stand if you do not plan to drill into your deck and mount it securely that way. Protect yourself from the sun, get underneath it, start working away. Morning devotions, evenings, sunsets. It's holding up great even with, again, easily we hit 15, 16 mile an hour winds. Now here where I am, we get gusts that come out of nowhere sometimes, 20, 30, 40 mile an hour gusts. Make sure it's in the closed position every night if you do live in an area like that, and with the Velcro tied around it. Overall, great umbrella. The thickness of the cover is a nice medium thickness once again. Not too thin, not too thick. As you can see, it's swaying easily. That gust right there, 14-mile-an-hour easy. So once again, top link in the description box right below the video will be this exact same umbrella, 10 by 10 by Garvee in the tan color. Now they also have some other colors if you prefer those colors as well. They got a lot of different colors. All those different colors will be linked in the top link in the description box below, as well as if Garvee sells a sand base stand like the one I showed you, I'll go ahead and link that right below that as well. If you wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up button on your way out, helps the channel. Also subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, tech reviews, DIY house projects, and more. Now, just like all my videos, please don't go into debt for anything I do make a video about, but if you do have the cash and it does intrigue you, please go ahead and purchase on away. Once again, top link in the description box below will be your link, and I will see you on the next video. My name's Chris. We'll take care. Bye-bye.